Hi, everybody. Nick Livingston with Honeit. Just wanted to show you a quick walkthrough of the Honeit interview platform. So here we are. We have in our calendar, and we've got an upcoming call scheduled with Andy. I'm just going to click on that interview and click the link to join the call. So here, I know I'm interviewing Andy for a sales role, a sales executive role in Los Angeles. I'm going to select that call guide, and I have now the key questions the hiring manager would like us to ask candidates for this particular role on their team. Click connect, confirm my guide, and I'm just going to talk through my laptop.
Are now being connected to your call. You may hear hold music while all parties are connecting. This call is being recorded.
Hey, Andy, it's Nick the recruiter. How are you?
Hey, Nick the recruiter, also known as Steve the sorcerer. Wonderful to get your call today. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Well, hey, I really appreciate the time today, Andy. I think I reached out to you via LinkedIn. Thanks for picking some time to chat today.
Yeah, sure. My pleasure, Nick. Appreciate the time today. Thanks for moving quickly.
Awesome. Well, I had a chance to look at your resume. Thanks for sending that over. I guess would love to hear a little bit more about your current sales role. Can you kind of walk me through what you're selling and your current quota?
Yeah, sure. So we sell recruiting solutions. I currently report into the Chief Revenue Officer. I've been with the company 3 years now. First year, I had $1 million quota. I was an army of one. Exceeded $1 million quota. Second year, they gave me a $3 million quota. Knocked that one out of the park. And last year, they gave me a $5 million quota. And today I'm in the Chairman's Club. So I've been one of the number one producers. We've grown from an army of one to a team of about 10. I'm still number one of the 10 salespeople here. So that's my current situation.
Fantastic. No, that's great. Congratulations, and that's some serious growth over the last few years. I guess, Andy, in terms of your process and what you need to be successful, do you have an ideal sales stack, or what kind of tools do you need to be successful in what you do?
Right. I won't light you up, Nick. I'll just tell you. I'm tool agnostic, stack agnostic. I've been in this business a long time, as you can tell from my history and my very successful background. I'll tell you what works here is we pump out a lot of emails through MailChimp. MailChimp gets them sent into our SDR team. My SDR team kind of qualifies them to see if they're an enterprise-wide type of opportunity. I look at that opportunity, or that opportunity then gets put into Salesforce. I get about 100 leads a week, and then I pound phone. My biggest tool is my mobile phone. I sleep with it. So that's what my stack looks like. But I'm agnostic. Whatever you guys have, I can learn it fast and knock it out for you.
Awesome. And I guess, Andy, I'm sure you're inundated by recruiters reaching out to you about opportunities. Why did you respond to me, or what kind of got you interested in this particular role?
Right. Good question. Two things, really. One, it was easy, and you had a meet the hiring manager link on the job description, which was nice because I got to listen to the Chief Revenue Officer, my potential boss. And you know what? I'll tell you something. He motivated me, and that's what I'm looking for a leader, someone who can, that's what I've been successful here is, someone gets me out of bed in the morning, motivated about a new plan, motivated how to go to market, and this guy made me feel like I go move some cargo. So, and then too, it was easy. Here I am, and I could schedule a call and have a chat, and here we are. So I'm liking the opportunity to meet this Chief Revenue Officer, Nick. That's why I'm talking to you.
Fantastic. Well, Andy, I really appreciate the time. I think this could be a really good fit based on your background and our call today. What I'd like to do is share your resume and a few highlights from our conversation with their CRO. And next steps would likely be a coffee meeting or on-site conversation for you two to continue the conversation directly. So.
Yeah, sounds great, Nick. But
okay.
Listen, let's move fast. This is really my number one choice. I've heard really great things about this company, but I'm looking at a couple other deals. So let's move quickly and meet this week. All right?
All righty. We'll be in touch soon. Thanks, Andy. All the best. Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Excellent. So now that we're done with the call, we just clicked end call. We said our goodbyes, and we let the system know we're ready. We're done with the call. We're ready to process the call and the interview. So that takes us here to the interview data page, where we've got those key tags that are searchable. We've got the full call that was recorded. We've got the those three questions I asked, and his three responses. We've got highlights created automatically for those answers, and then the transcript is processing currently behind the scenes. So what a recruiter could do now is, instead of having to spend 30 minutes to put together paragraphs or a write-up to try to explain why Andy's great, what a recruiter could do is click the highlights button, include as many of those highlights or sound bites or snippets from the call that you want. Again, we're not sharing the whole call. Nobody wants to listen to an entire conversation. But I can say, hey, Andy is a top performer, right? I can give a little bit of my opinion, but again, the hiring manager doesn't want my opinion. They want a little evidence to support a recommendation. Now, I could attach his resume. I could say sales leader. He's based in Los Angeles, right? I could add his LinkedIn profile if I want, but I'm just going to let a couple of those highlights speak for itself. So I'm going to create a share link, and with the click of a button, I have a branded and trackable link that I can Slack to a client, email to a client, submit it through my ATS or CRM, however I present candidates to a client. And again, we're letting talent speak for itself. So a busy hiring manager, instead of reading my write-up that they probably aren't going to believe or trust anyway, is let them hear it for themselves.
Yeah, sure. So we sell recruiting solutions. I currently report into the Chief Revenue Officer. I've been with the company 3 years now. First year I had
right. And if the hiring manager likes what they hear, they click the send feedback button, say interested. You can say they're Bob at Honeit.com, we'll say, and say, let's get Andy on site. I don't need another 2 phone interviews to hear that he has potential, enthusiasm, knows the domain well. So again, we're trying to remove steps and accelerate on-sites by sharing interview highlights. Thanks, everybody. Again, Nick Livingston with Honeit. All the best.